All right, let's get into this. We're always told that online content has to be bigger, louder, more complex, just to get our attention. But what if the most fascinating thing online is also the absolute smallest? Today, we're going to deconstruct a video that is literally just one word. We're going to figure out how meaning gets made, how it's promised, and ultimately who's actually creating it.
And that's it. That is the entire video. One single word. No context, no pictures, no explanation. It's basically a mystery box, and we're about to open it up and see what's inside.
Okay, so before you even click play on a video, what's the first thing you see? The title, right? And the title is our first and maybe our most important clue. It's not just a label, it's a promise. It's like a contract with you, the viewer, about what you're about to get.
And I mean, just look at this title. It's not elegant. It's not trying to be clever. It is just dense. It is absolutely stuffed with keywords. This thing wasn't written for a person to read. It feels like it was engineered, built specifically to be caught by search algorithms. Every single word here is doing a job.
So let's break down what that promise actually is. The title is setting us up for a really specific experience. We're expecting a cat, right? Something cute, relatable. Then we see AI, so we're thinking something high-tech, futuristic. It even says 2025, so now we're expecting a peek into the future. Plus, it promises to be funny and short. So before we've seen a single frame, our brain has already built this entire movie in our head. Okay, but the title isn't the only clue we have here. Let's dig a little deeper and look at where this video came from, the channel itself. This adds a whole other layer to our little investigation. The channel is called Nagpuri Lover. And that adds a really fascinating wrinkle, doesn't it? The name doesn't really seem to have anything to do with AI or cats or funny videos. It points to a totally different cultural context, a whole other world of interests, which just makes this whole thing even more of a puzzle.
So, let's recap. We have this super complex setup, a title stuffed to the gills with keywords from a channel that seems totally unrelated, and then we get the actual content.
So let's really think about this word. In its most common form, what is a question, right? An interrogative pronoun. So, is the video asking us a question? Is it asking the algorithm that brought us here a question? Is the video itself basically just asking, what am I?
But hang on, there's another way to read this. What can also be an exclamation? A gasp of shock or awe or just total disbelief. And if you read it that way, the video isn't asking anything at all. It's having a reaction. It's expressing this big feeling about something that we, the audience, are completely blind to.
And this is the whole puzzle, isn't it? The entire meaning just pivots on how you interpret it. Is it a question aimed outward, at us? Or is it an exclamation, a feeling, pointed inward at some unseen event? The video gives us zero clues.
And this is where it gets really interesting. When a piece of content is this minimal, this stripped down, the job of creating meaning, well, it falls almost completely on us, the viewer. The creator just gave us a prompt, and we're the ones who have to do all the heavy lifting.
This huge gap between the promise and the reality, it creates this friction in our brains. On one side, you have this grand promise of a funny AI-powered cat video from the future, and on the other side, the reality is just, what? Our minds just automatically try to connect those two dots to somehow make sense of that huge gap. You can almost map out the little journey your brain goes on here. First, you see the title, and you build up an expectation. Second, you see the actual content, and that expectation is just gone. Poof. Third, your brain scrambles to figure it out. Is this a joke? Is it a mistake? Is it some kind of profound modern art? And that leads to the final, crucial step: you create your own meaning, just to resolve the confusion.
So we're left with this one big, kind of mind-bending question. When a piece of content is this simple, who's the real author? Is it the person who typed one word and hit upload? Is it the algorithm that read all those keywords and put the video in front of you? Or is it you, the viewer, who fills in all the blanks and ultimately decides what any of this even means? What do you think?